And again, Wooden says it's got to be a part of every practice and every game. If I put, these players went out and practiced shooting a little bit ago. They were warming up, but practicing shooting. It was kind of interesting watching that most players don't have a fundamental approach to teaching themselves shooting all the time. I have developed an approach on shooting called field goal progressions, and then we have one on free throw progressions, because what fundamentals are the most important to teach? That's the next question that comes up. What fundamentals should we focus on? Well, those that are related to winning and losing, the fundamentals that are related to winning and losing are, number one, field goal and free throw shooting percentages. So shooting is the number one fundamental, because you have to learn how to shoot, but you got to stop. I got to drive your shooting percentages down if I'm on defense. So the first thing as a player and the first thing as a coach you got to focus on is, how do you drive your shooting percentages up, field goal and free throws, and how do you drive the other opponent's field goal percentage down? Pretty hard to defend a free throw. You just have to not foul as much. And that's one of our team goals that we have. So, focus on the fundamentals of shooting. You cannot, I tell our players and I tell coaches around the world, you cannot shoot too much. But you have to factor in the teaching part of it. Here's the mantra that goes with that. Game shots at game spots at game speed is the goal. Now, these players were warming up and they weren't really at that point yet, but I didn't see one of them shoot a game shot at a game spot at game speed. Not one. Now, I'm not getting on them, but that's very typical. So you got to have a method of master teaching shooting where they end up with the goal of game shots at game spots at game speed. And then a progression, a sequential, progressive way to get to that point. Okay, so that's one of the parts of becoming a master teacher.